Good morning, student. Now today is the second lecture of the work, power and energy. So in this lecture, first I will discuss one important question of work. So the question is, what are the factor where work done by our force is 0. So we know that the work done equal to what? F is cos theta. So there are three possibilities where the work done is 0. Number one, if the magnitude of force is 0. Number two, magnitude of displacement is 0. Or third, another thing, the cos theta equal to 0. So where the magnitude of force is 0, then there is no problem. If displacement is 0, then in case of displacement is 0 also there is no problem. If cos theta equal to 0, then also possible where work done is 0. So cos theta equal to 0, so what is the angle of theta? So theta should be 90. Because we know that cos 90 equal to 0. So there are three cases where the work done is 0. So I am giving an example for A is equal to 0, that means displacement equal to 0. When any body move on a circular path, let it will start from here and it will come back on same position. In this case displacement is 0, so here work done is 0. And second thing, when a body makes angle theta equal to 90 degree, that means the angle between force and displacement. If 90 degree, that means in that case work done will 0. Okay, let any person carry a weight, some weight, and if it moving in this direction, weight is vertically downward. So in this case displacement is in this direction and weight is vertically downward. So here work done by gravity, work done by gravitational force is also 0. Okay, and another example, let a planet move around the sun. Obviously the displacement direction in the direction of tangential and the direction of force should be what? Centripetal force, that means radially inwards. So the angle between displacement and force here also theta is 90 degrees. So in this case also the work done by centripetal force is 0. So there are three cases where the work done is 0. Number one, magnitude of force should be 0, displacement be 0, and theta, that means theta angle between force and displacement should be 90 degree. So in these three cases there is a work done be 0. Okay, now I am going to discuss power. What is the power and what is the SI unit of power? Okay, so now power is defined as the rate of doing work. The rate of doing work is defined as power. Rate means, that means you can say the work done per unit time. The work done per unit time. So you can write the work done per unit time. Okay, so this is called power. So the work done per unit time, let force apply on this body, let W work for time t. So now here in time t, the work done is here W. So work done per unit time, find work done in unit time, that is what W by T. So it will give power. So power equal to what? That is called work by time. So what is the unit of power? So you can also unit what? Joule per second. So है ना, बट ऐसा यूनिट ऑफ पावर, ऐसा यूनिट ऑफ पावर is watt. Okay, so that means you can also define 1 watt. Okay, so what is the definition of 1 watt? So when a 1 joule energy, 1 joule energy release or absorb in 1 second, release or absorb in 1 second, so you can define 1 watt. So that means if 100 watt, that means you can write 100 joule per second. That means in 1 second the device or any device, it will 100 joule energy release or absorb. Okay, so now that means, okay, so another unit you can also write bigger unit of power, that is kilowatt, megawatt, gigawatt. So 1 kilowatt equal to 1000 watt, 1 megawatt equal to 10 to the power 6 watt, 1 gigawatt you can write 10 to the power 9 megawatt. I can also write the small unit like 1 milliwatt, that means 10 to the power minus 3 watt. Okay, and you can write 1 microwatt, that is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 watt. Okay, so this is the units, either bigger or smaller unit of power. Okay, so another formula of power, see here, let power equal to here given W by T. So you can write W equal to what? Fs cos theta T. That means what? F is cos theta. That means you can, S by T is what? S by T is what? Distance by time is, or displacement by time is what? Speed or velocity. Okay, so here you can write velocity Fv cos theta. So here you can write what? That means here power equal to what? Fv cos theta. That means if there are 3 cases. Case 1, if theta be 0, that means theta is what? Theta is angle between force and velocity. So if theta equal to 0, that means power equal to what? You can write Fv. If case 2, if theta equal to 90, so you can write power equal to 0. Okay, so this is the another formula of power. Okay, you can also write power is what? Dot product of force and velocity vector. So power is also a scalar quantity. Okay, let's see the graph force versus velocity. So graphical representation in force versus velocity graph. So if you consider this one is a force and this one is a velocity, let me consider a constant force here, okay, till velocity v equal to v1. So what is the area of this figure? So here area of this figure, it will give what? F into v, length into, this is the length into breadth, so F into v. So already discussed, F into v is the what? Power. So now you can say area under the graph of F versus V graph will give total power of body. Okay, so simply you can say in force versus velocity graph, when you find an area under graph, that will give the power of the body. Okay, so now I am giving us some example of power. So let one questions, so write down questions. Let the power of motor, let power of motor is 20 kilowatt. Okay, so find the speed of motor if the motor raise a load of 2000 Newton. So question is, the power of motor is 20 kilowatt. Find the speed of motor if the motor raises a load of 2000 Newton. So obviously we will apply then this formula, P equal to what? FB. So here power is what? 20 kilowatt. So that is what? So na 20. We know that 1 kilowatt is the 1000 watt. So 20 kilowatt is what? 2000 watt. 20,000 watt is equal to F is given, so how much? 2000 Newton. So what is the speed here? So we can calculate from here. So V is what? Again you find here. So these are cancelled. After then 20 by 2, it will come what? 10. So 10 meter per second should be answer here. Okay. So another question, let me in the body a force we apply, let 4 Newton at angle with horizontal 60 degree, and this body move in horizontal direction 3 meter per second. So what is the power of the force by what is the power of the man? Okay, here so power you can write here also. F is cos 60. So what is the FB? Cos 60. So here F is what? 4, and B is the what? 3 meter per second. Cos 60, that is what? 1 by 2. So here what? 6 watt. Now I am going to explain energy. So what is the energy? Energy is what? The capacity of doing work. The capacity of doing work. Capacity of that's like human device. The capacity of doing work is defined as energy. So now energy is a what? Energy is a form of work, and work is a form of energy. So the unit of energy is same as the SI unit of work. So you can write SI unit of energy. SI unit of energy is what? Joule. Okay. So you can also write the another unit of energy in form of what? We know that already power equal to what? Work by time. So here work, you can write work equal to power into time. So it's about here work is a form of energy. So what is the SI unit of power? SI unit of power is what? SI unit of time is second. So you can also write unit of energy is what? Second. Okay. So another bigger unit of energy you can also write kilowatt hour. It is another big unit of energy. So how can you correlate kilowatt hour to watt second? So you can find it. Okay. So see. So in 1 kilowatt hour you can write in 1 kilowatt is how many watt? 1000 watt. In 1 hour you can write 60 into 60 second. So you can write 6 6 are 36, 32550, so 10 to the power 5 watt second. You can write also 3.6, 10 to the power 6 watt second. So 1 kilowatt hour equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power, say 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 watt second. And another also unit, that is the horsepower. It is also a big unit of energy. So 1 horsepower equal to 746 watt. And another small unit of also of energy, and that is electron volt. So 1 electron volt is, you can write 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Okay, sometime the question asks if 3 electron volt is how much. 3 electron volt is converted in joule. So in 1 electron volt is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 90. So in 3 electron volts, so you can write 3 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 90 joule. Okay, so already you discussed power and energy, so you can differentiate also difference between power and energy. Okay, you can also study a work on power, so you can also differentiate what is the difference between work and power. So both are important question. So for in work, first you write the definition of work, and here inside of power, first you write the definition. Another one, it's a what? It is not depend upon time, it is depend upon time. Okay, and its SI unit is joule and its SI unit is watt. Understood? Okay, so I'm going to explain various type of energies. Okay, so various type of energy, that means obviously there are various type of energy like mechanical energy, electrical energy, sound energy, heat energy. So there are many types of energy. Okay, so now here I am going to explain first mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. So here mechanical energy, that means some mechanical work. Some mechanical work, how can you represent mechanical work? That means you can define either state of rest or state of its motion. State of its motion. That means you can write mechanical energy, the energy possessed by body, the energy possessed by body due to its state of rest or of its motion. Okay, the energy defined is what? That poses energy defined as energy defined as mechanical energy. Defined as mechanical energy. So here the energy poses, there are two conditions possessed by either state of rest or state of its motion. That means mechanical energy further divided in two types. Number one, potential energy. Number two, kinetic energy. Okay, so here potential energy, what is due to the energy possessed by body due to state of rest. Okay, so right here, what is the potential energy? So right, potential energy, the energy possessed by a body due to change of position or change of shape or size. Okay, so define as potential energy. Define as potential energy. That means body will deform, any type of deform, that means body stores some energy, that some energy is called potential energy. So let's see examples. Let a body on the ground floor of earth or ground earth. So we consider at the ground earth the potential energy is zero. Potential energy is zero. If you lift some height, okay, from the ground surface, let h, so that means there is a change of position with respect to ground. That means body possesses the energy. That possessed energy is called potential energy. Now in case of leg spring, it's a leg natural length of spring. If you compress the spring leg, it will come here. So that means it will what? It will change the shape. That means this is spring store the energy that poses the energy called potential energy. Similarly, if let it is the natural position of the spring, if you stretch, that means what? It's after stretch, obviously it will change the shape. That means it will also store the energy that is called potential energy. So this stored energy also called restored energy. Restored energy, okay, due to the deformation of the body. That means body change the shape. So cause of this restored energy, body comes down, that means it will regain the original shape. Due to the restored energy, body regains, okay, original shape. Okay, so this is called potential energy. Okay, so now there are many types of potential energy like gravitational potential energy, elastic potential energy, gravitational, that means electrostatic potential energy. So first I am going to discuss gravitational potential energy. So now the first I am going to discuss gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. Okay, so gravitational potential energy. So first we will discuss now, let any body on the ground surface. Okay, so here the weight should be what? Vertically down. Weight should be at vertically downward. Okay, so anyone apply a force against the gravity and lift some height from the ground surface, let h. So now, okay, so now here the work done by any persons when the lift a body from ground surface to height h, then you can write work done equal to what? Force into displacement. So obviously force is equal to weight of the body. So weight of the body is mg, and what is the displacement? H. Okay. So now here work done equal to mg is this work done against the gravitational force, So you can write this work done is called what? Gravitational potential energy. So gravitational potential energy is right what? mgh. Okay, or you can say work done by gravitational force, that is called mgh, where m is the mass of the body, g is the acceleration due to gravity. The value of g is 9.8 meter per second square, or approx you can write 10 meter per second square, and h is the height of the body from the ground surface. Okay, now let any body initially at height h1, okay, after it will lift and it will go h2. So what is the change in potential energy here? So now position A and it is the position B. So change in potential energy, you can write first of all mgh2 minus mgh1. So you can take the comma mg, so it will be h2 minus h1. So it is the what? Change in kinetic energy. So change in potential energy. Now after I am going to define kinetic energy. Kinetic energy. So what is the kinetic energy? The body possesses the energy due to its motion or movement. Okay, so due to motion, the body possesses the energy. That energy is what? Kinetic energy. So there are many type of kinetic energy like vibrational energy, rotational energy. If any body move in rotating way, that energy possessed by body is called rotational energy. If any body vibrate its own position or mean position, that means they are also in moving state. That energy stored energy is called vibrational kinetic energy. So there are many types of kinetic energy. Okay, so now first I am going to find expression of the kinetic energy. So it's a very important. The proof of the kinetic energy is what? Half mv square. So now we consider. Let me consider let a body of mass A and something a force is applied. So after force is applied and let its initial velocity is 0. So after force applied, let its velocity is what? V after distance s. So now here work done is what? F into s. So when you force apply on this body, so something is work on this body, and after work this body it will work, it will move. Okay, it will start the move. So here you can write force equal to what? Mass into acceleration. Okay, so now use here third equation of motion. Third equation of motion is what? W equal to, V square equal to U square plus 2s. Okay, so V square, what is the initial velocity? 0 and 2a. So from here you can write a, the value of a, V square equal to 2s. So value of a you will put here. So now m into v square by 2s, it will s cancel. So it will become half mv square. Now this work done, okay, this work done or this energy, okay, this work done due to what? Motion of the body. So already in a study, due to motion of the body, energy possessed by body is called kinetic energy. So this work done, you can write kinetic energy. So kinetic energy equal to what? Half mv square, where m is what? Mass of the body, and v is the what? Velocity of the body. Velocity of the body. Okay, so m is the mass of the body and v is the velocity of the body. What is the SI unit of kinetic energy? Same, because it is also a form of work. So kinetic energy SI unit is joule. Okay, so SI unit of kinetic energy is joule. Okay, next I am going to derive the relation between linear momentum and kinetic energy. It is also very important. Okay, so relation between linear momentum and kinetic energy. Okay, so first I discuss linear momentum. Linear momentum symbol is P, kinetic energy symbol is K. So linear momentum is the product of mass and its velocity. Let m body, mass body, having its velocity is v. So product of mass and v is called linear momentum. And SI unit of linear momentum, you can write kg. Kg is the SI unit of mass and v is meter per second. So it's a SI unit of power. Linear momentum. Okay, so kg meter per second. So how can we derive the relation between linear momentum and kinetic energy? So we know that kinetic energy equal to what? Half mv square. So you can write half mv square. Now you can multiply and divide with m. Okay, so after that this will become half m square v square. So after that you can write 2m. This one is mv square. So we know that p equal to what? mv. So you can write p square by 2m. So here k equal to p square by 2m. So after that here you can write p square equal to 2mk. So p equal to square root of 2mk. Okay, so you can compare here kinetic energy with linear momentum. So many times the board already asked the question about the relation between linear momentum and kinetic energy. The question is some like if the mass is constant and kinetic energy is double, so what effect on linear momentum? Again, the mass is constant, then linear momentum is twice of previous one, then what effect on kinetic energy? So these are very important question. Okay. So after then we are going to describe work energy theorem. Work energy theorem. So it is also very important. So work energy theorem statement say it states that the total work done by body is equal to change in kinetic energy. So it is the statement of work energy theorem. The work done by a force is equal to change in kinetic energy. So this statement is work energy theorem. So many times asked in board to prove this expression, to prove this statement, work energy theorem, that is the work done by a force is equal to change in kinetic energy. So now for proving we consider let the mass m, initial velocity consider u, and a force applied on this body. After then it will travel h distance and its velocity become v. So now here work done equal to, again you write force into displacement. So again you write force equal to mass into acceleration and displacement. Again you will use what? Third equation of motion, v square equal to u square plus 2s. Okay, from here you can write v square minus u square equal to 2s. Now you can find from a from here. So a equal to v square minus u square by 2s. So value of a you will put here. Okay, so after then you will get, see here, so v square minus u square by 2s into s is cancelled. So now after then you can write half mv square minus half mv square. This is what? This is the final kinetic energy, because the final velocity is v, mass is m, so you can write final kinetic energy what? Half mv square. Now initial velocity is u, mass is m, so initial kinetic energy is what? Half mv square. So here you can write here kf, this is what? Ki, this is the final kinetic energy, it is the initial kinetic energy. So it is what? Change in kinetic energy. So here the work done by a force is equal to change in kinetic energy. So it's a proved work energy theorem. So write down. Okay, so you can pause the video, you can write everything. Okay, so now I am going to explain the conversion of energy or transform of energy from one form to another form. So this is also very important. Okay, so that means what I am saying, conversion of one form of energy into other form. Okay, so there are many instruments and they conversion one form energy into another form. Like we consider like mechanical energy, one energy is what? Mechanical energy form. You can convert in electrical energy. How? To get mechanical energy to electrical energy, when you dynamo, when you use the dynamo, so it will convert mechanical energy to electrical energy. Now electrical energy to mechanical energy you can convert with the help of motor. Okay, so this is the what? Convert mechanical energy to electrical energy and electrical energy to mechanical energy. Similarly, you can also, very important, like electrical energy, you can use also transform as a heat energy with the help of iron. Okay, electric iron. Okay, and you can also convert heat to electrical energy with the help of thermocouple. Similarly, you can electrical energy convert into sound energy by loudspeaker. sound energy by loudspeaker, or you can also convert sound energy to electrical energy with the help of microphone. So it is also important. Similarly, chemical energy you can convert into light energy with the help of that is used using bulb. Okay, chemical energy convert into light energy using bulb. Or similarly, you can also light into what? Chemical energy with the what? Photosynthesis, like sunlight photosynthesis. Or you can also the electrical energy convert into light energy with the help of electric bulb. Okay, and also light energy convert into that is electrical energy. So that is electrical energy. We use what? Use the bulb with light, and if you convert electrical energy from light to electrical energy, then you use solar cell, or you can also use photo cell. Okay, and when chemical energy converted to light energy, then you will use what? Light candle. Okay, and light energy to chemical energy. Why? The photosynthesis. Okay, so these are what? Conversion of one form of energy to another form of energy. So these are very important. Next class I will discuss the conservation of energy. Okay, so please subscribe my channel.